No way.
Print
Hello, Internet. Welcome to SGA Live, the show that bridges to the connection between you, the allies, and us, the frontline generals. What would we be considered? Oh, I can
We're
hear
the
my
Smosh
voice.
Master Generals.
The Smosh Master Generals. The Smosh. The
SMG?
The SMGs. As people load into the comment section, we're going to do, well,
Stop missing.
I hit him! It's a shotgun in his bat!
So shout out to Scruffy, who said first
I
with
want
the
a shotgun.
question mark and exclamation
Scruffy,
mark,
you can be
and then he
first.
put the
What
S
up, Scruffs?
word,
Scruffs
which
McGruffs?
rhymes with hit, just with the S on the front.
Smit-
Shout out to Scruffy.
Smitten?
You were first. I mean, technically, we were first, but... You know.
Oh, jeez. I spawned into fire and death.
Bandicoot. Oh, I'd love that
Like
name
smoking.
forever. Geo Games, Ultimate Matzer Zero, the Asian. That's original.
Dasian.
Nisa, who... Nisa...
Hey, Nisa.
Nisa wants to be a mod.
Yeah, Nisa's a
We
good
can't
mod.
Yeah, but we can't mod on YouTube.
Yeah, it doesn't really work.
Because
that way.
YouTube is primitive.
We're all
I got
about
it.
that too. All that about
Matt
too.
Revolution,
No Twitch.
Davey Tudor Games.
Don't do that.
On the couch right now, we have the Jovenshire and Sohinki from Smosh Games.
Snowhinky.
As you know them.
Snowhinky would be my name if I sold cocaine.
The room is currently Sohinki squared as John Sohinki is off in
Is
the
in the building.
in the back. He's taking your questions off of Twitter that we'll be answering questions. So
Taking them off of Twitter?
yeah, Luke, he's taking
All
he's
of
taking
them.
the questions off of Twitter. He's banning people
no.
who ask questions on Twitter. So
Hey, ask the audience if they all saw our WWE game bang that went up today.
The
they
WWE.
can hear you.
Oh. Did you guys see the WWE game bang? How does the internet work? Tell me.
Oh, I got him.
And while you guys reflect on the WWE game bang, news! Bleeding into April news. There's a lot of news. And I'm having a very hard time trusting video game news because it's April. And I feel like a lot of people jump the
Not
April
April
gun
yet. Oh, that's true.
with their April Fools.
Like, that doesn't work that way. You can't do something before April 1st, and on April 1st, like, oh, hey, remember that thing I said? Huh, April Fools. You can't be like, oh, no, I'm pregnant on March 29th, and then, like, 2 days later, 1 day later, be like, oh, April Fools. No, fuck you. I mean,
Wait. Hey. Hey.
Nisa, you shouldn't be afraid to want to be a mod. You're a go-getter, Nisa.
Get the car.
She a go getter and
okay.
she gonna go get it.
Liu Kang announced for MKX.
No. Oh my gosh.
and Kung Lao announced.
And
Kung
Lao's
Lao,
been
yeah, he's
announced.
been announced, but there's the other guy. Who's the other one?
Kung Jin.
Kung.
Jin, which I'm assuming
Kung.
is Kung Lao's son?
Okay.
You gotta get pretty close.
But Kung Lao's like a demon now.
Well, Liu
Yeah,
Kang
Liu
is like a
Kang.
demon.
Liu Kang.
What?
demon.
No, you're too close. I said you gotta get close. This is too close.
This is too close.
I have a bubble, man.
A new
Somebody can switch with me.
challenger. So yeah, his fatality, which I won't spoil for those of you who haven't seen a trailer, is freaking crazy.
They're all crazy.
Yeah, but every time I see a new fatality, it's
And there's
always
so
even
many.
more
Like,
bonkers.
these characters have more than one fatality. So when you see a fatality, it's
Along with the brutality, and that's so
Bring back
exciting.
friendship.
His fatality is a brutality. Let's be real about that.
It really is. It's pretty brutal.
Switch
PS4 releases
Shotgunning
its
him.
Yukimura
Why is he not dead?
update,
Where
where
he's
you
actually
can
not dead yet.
shut up,
Wait, oh, it's
shut
just
your
lagging.
whore faces.
I'm sorry.
You
sorry.
can suspend and resume gameplay, which is pretty awesome.
what?
On PS4, it is an update. You can also Facebook search your friends. So if you're not friends with a friend who has on PS4 who has on Facebook, but you're friends with them on
That's kinda
Facebook,
cool.
you can find them.
I think
It's
that,
hard, right?
And yeah, they are.
That
And
old
also,
platform thing.
there's a friends who play this feature, so you can see like what friends do I
not
have
bad.
that plays this game that have it, so I can play with them. That's
Can we talk
freaking
about Liu
spiffy.
Kang more though? Cause like,
Yeah, man.
you
Let's
see
talk
that
about Liu Kang.
trailer?
Let's
like he has these
Like-
crazy combos just like like all over the place. He like is doing his Liu Kang thing.
His fatality, was that the one with the
No,
throat?
don't ruin
You
it.
I
can't
know,
ruin
I'm
it.
Not, I've not said anything. It's the one with the throat.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's kind of ruining it a little
It's not a
bit.
spoiler when it's in the trailer.
Spoilers!
Trailer spoiler.
Rumor has it that
People
there's
haven't seen the trailer.
rumor has it that there's going to be a new Guitar Hero announced next month, which I'm not really surprised considering.
Did they announce a new rock band already though?
Well, they did. They announced a new rock band, and Activision has spies. I'm so sure because these things always seem to come around at the same time and come out where they announce, and Activision seems to be like second dibs. Harmonix created Guitar Hero's
Hold
Guitar
activity.
Hero, which a lot of people don't know, and now they're just kind of a rhythm game-based company, and Activision.
Disney Sorcerer's Apprentice. Right?
Yes, they did the
Fantasia.
Microsoft game
Fantasia.
Disney Sorcerer's Apprentice.
Yeah.
It's a good
That's where you make Master
good
of
game, Joven. Disney's movies. Ready Player One. Ready Player One, directed by Steven Spielberg, which
Is being what?
it's coming out with a movie. The book was given in Loot Crate. Loot Crate just released.
Yeah, what's the
was
book
it the
about?
recent one or the one previously? It's about this guy who's lives in a shite
Shoot that guy.
future, but he's obsessed with like the 80s and it comes back a lot to like video games and like the Atari
kinda like
2600 and stuff like that.
Like
Yeah!
Aw, someone saw me rock it.
Yep. Okay.
It's passing, right?
It's just
Yeah,
really
yeah, yeah.
interesting. It's great for
Well.
whoever wrote the book because the rights for the book being adapted into a film were bought in 2010 by Warner Brothers, and the book wasn't released till 2011. So
I know
that's pretty
nothing
dope.
about this.
Also, they're releasing a live-action Robotech. Yeah, so that's fun. Sony,
Robotech?
yeah, the anime, you know the anime Robotech.
Hey,
Sony
guys.
is releasing a live-action
Guys, real
Robotech.
quick.
I don't know if it's
Look
going to be
over there.
American or Westernized.
Look, that's us.
All I know is
Whoa.
that's funny. They never see themselves.
Whoa.
Y'all are stupid.
how do they see this?
Look, it's Mario in the booth.
Hey, Mari's off camera.
Arkham Knight has been pushed back to
3
June
weeks.
23rd.
3 weeks.
3 weeks.
Damn it.
3 weeks.
How many weeks?
3 weeks.
3 weeks.
Oh, okay.
It's so annoying.
But
June
they-
is so far away.
They announced something for it though.
They announced that the Arkham games will be remastered in up-res for Xbox One and PS4.
Guess what? I'm gonna be playing for a 4th time.
Can I just transfer my saves, man? Like, I don't want to have to play. I love them. I love them.
So Arkham Asylum, I played 3 times. When it first came out on 360, I played it again when it was the Game of the Year
Did you do
on
this one?
360. Yeah, I did. Game of the Year, because I found out you can re-get all of the achievements, and then I played it on the PS3 because it was in 3D.
Ah, I see you're
Wow.
a true German.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's how
I'm
you
a true
know.
German.
How many beers do you need? This many. Not this many. You'll get shot.
Yeah.
This many.
So, with
Uh-oh.
the news out of the way, and
Are there not more
the guy shooting people in the face,
Ah! Shooting teammates.
a reminder that today is the last day for you to be able to upload your video for the SGA
Whoa,
challenge with the hashtag SGA challenge on your video. If you're in the Smosh Games Alliance, if you are not in the Smosh Games Alliance, SmoshGamesAlliance.com. Come join us. Have fun. I'm excited because I go through the comments and I read different comments, and it's amazing to see so many people helping other people.
That's
and
awesome. Like,
motivating
creating
them.
a good community.
Yeah, it's a great community.
And-
It's a community of peers, and it's not so much about judgment as much as it is about growing together as a unit, which is beautiful.
And just in case
So-
if we have like first timers in here, like this is like you guys are constantly tweeting us like, oh, give me advice on my channel, or what should I use to capture? Like this is the channel where we answer all those questions. By
I
we,
like-
mean
And
him.
many of them have already been answered.
Wait, I like that I talked about how everybody's all positive and stuff, and then there's a comment that pops up. I'm sick of Flitz's freaking face. Oh my God, it's
I mean,
great.
we're
I
all
mean,
sick.
you
We're all
know.
kind of sick of it because it's like,
Everyone's really positive here,
Yeah.
except that guy.
Yeah, except that guy.
That guy's a
Nathan.
dick.
Don't be
Whoa,
that guy.
Don't be that guy.
Man,
Don't
this guy
be a
just
Nathan
refuses
Brown.
to
We
aim
should
me.
just.
No, I've been thinking. Look, I literally had this conversation last night. Like, you know, like on Reddit, there's like cringe pics where there's like people have like really just awkward conversations. Like, why would you say stuff like this on the internet to anyone? Like, and they always blur out the names. Don't blur out the names. Let us know who these people are so we can just chastise them and be like, you're a horrible person.
no, see, because that's being negative in return, and 2 wrongs a right do not make.
That's true.
Okay, Bruce.
That's very true.
Did you just call me Bruce Lee?
Okay,
That was more
so
of a Yoda. He
Yeah.
we've been
If I had been like,
we
if
have
I'd
a
been
group
like,
as a group
you
have
put
been
water in
sifting
the
through
cup, it
your
becomes
videos,
the cup.
SGA challenge or not SGA challenge.
You put water in the
And
teapot,
one of
it
the things
becomes the
we're going to
teapot.
add
talking.
this week,
Water
we
can
want to
flow.
we want to
Voice can
say
crack.
we want to view
Be
some of your
water, my
videos,
friend.
and it's really each one is outstanding in its own different way. So if we could just let's just view some of your videos, and then we're gonna have fun with them.
No, that's not yours. That's mine.
And then
No, it's mine.
Lasercorn
Do
and
we get
Joven
to watch
are
them
gonna
right
fight.
now?
We get to watch some of the videos that some allies have been putting up.
I got new
Yeah.
magic cards.
Enjoying them.
That's why I'm doing this live stream. Have fun.
Let me crack.
Oh, so the
What do we
first
do?
one,
You
the
get a
first one
car,
is from
put a
the
dummy on
Redstone
top, and
Archfiend.
crash it.
He's
That's
playing
it.
Turbo
There's the
Dismount,
game.
and he put Lasercorn's
So I'm gonna
face
do a funny video and
on on the
you-
motorcycle guy.
I didn't give you permission to do that.
Well, he apologizes
Laser
over and over again.
I'm going to come to your house to do that.
Oh yes,
And
things were done.
It's really funny. He's so sorry, but I mean, it's great. You look so
Oh,
worried.
he's not sorry yet.
Be
Be more sorry.
Oh my God.
Did
this just
anyone
smells like
see?
new carpet.
Everyone's watching this video right when I pistoled 2 people in the face, and it was so cool. And now no one's gonna get to see it because they're watching this other video. So
This is about Sohinki.
everything's about me.
We played
OCD.
Turbo Dismount with Markiplier.
No packs yet. No packs.
Guys!
Get out my cards. What?
We played Turbo Dismount with Markiplier.
Yeah, and by the way,
it was-
everyone send
was
Markiplier your well
hella
wishes.
Amazing game.
He's,
It's not
yeah,
like
he's,
it's free.
well, no, he's
It's
doing
a
well.
virtual
He,
thing.
yeah, he's just
And,
he's recovering.
it's
So
a
you know,
indie
everyone
game,
send him your well wishes and
course,
stuff. He
because
was
it's
in the
painful,
hospital
you know.
recently, and
He's a good guy.
And
Yeah, he's
basically, like, what's going on is
a great
you're in
dude.
some distant
Anyway,
solar
go ahead.
system.
And he has a very.
And
The next
I like
video
this
playing right now is from Dark Possum,
like the
and
sun is getting too big.
it's from a
gonna
game
engulf
called
all the
Icarus,
planets.
where you have to.
So you got to
the sun is
evacuate all the
expanding,
people to the
and
outer
you have
rim
to save the
planets
people on a planet
before it's
who are
too
just
late.
like.
And you got to like build
doomed.
stuff on the.
So wait a second. Do you have
like,
3 days
you
to
can use
accomplish this? And if
to
you don't, you have to go back in
create
time.
mines and stuff.
You're a
But
freaking nerd.
so the people on the are kind of just.
And
Died
it's interesting. He mentions this website, which I can't remember for the life of me, but apparently it has a bunch of free games on it. And this is he found this Icarus game on that website, and it's very interesting. The next video is from Bad Gamers, and I feel like they kind of took a page from us with Backseat Gaming, because basically they're playing GTA 5 and they're playing
GTA?
follow the rules. So it's a guy and girl, or a guy and an adorable sounding kid who love the game, and one player has to do what the other player tells them to do.
Let me tell you, that is how you lose friends.
that's why we had. That's why we had to end the show.
Strain on our friendship.
It's actually pretty funny, and it also the Bad Gamers have been in other people's. They go to other Smosh Games Alliance members' videos and they give them advice, and they
I thought you were gonna say they go and they trash the videos.
They know they're good. Like they work well
Hi guys,
together,
Nat
and then they
Game in
work
here,
well
and
together.
I just
And
watched
then
this video on my YouTube channel, and
This
is
last
a little mini Ninja Diffuser
series of
montage,
well, this
which I've
last
done
clip is
for
from
my
Lat
game
Gaming,
video
and it's
on
actually
my
pretty
channel.
amazing because he's
Carry
playing
on
Call
the
of
map.
Duty Advanced Warfare, and he's using a stealth method where he's running behind players and laying down behind them enemy players, and once they set the bomb, he
Luckily, he didn't come
immediately
around in the corner, otherwise
defuses the
I
bomb and
So,
wins the
just
match.
use this.
And he does this
They didn't see it though because
flawlessly
they're
for
watching the
several
SGA
clips.
video.
And I think that's pretty damn amazing. So, that's the first set of clips. We're gonna watch a few other clips later, featuring you guys.
You
We're
guys.
gonna
You made
feature
it, we
you
watched it.
guys' clips.
But
But
did you burp?
for right now,
I know exactly what you ate.
So,
Oh, says the guy who farts all
Before-
the time in our office.
I know the most
True,
rancid.
yes.
Well, I haven't smelled any of his farts
I know.
lately.
I know.
He's calmed down. Did you change your diet?
No, I changed my medicine.
Oh. And
That's
it's
really
not fart
funny.
medicine
I
anymore.
take stress medication sometimes, and when I do,
Because
But-
Joven gets
Fuck stress medication.
Joven gets
You've always
stressed
been
about
farting.
nothing. He just kind of gets stressed over
yeah,
nothing.
I'll get like these weird
You
stress
do.
pains. Man,
You be stressing.
weird
I think
23-year-old.
it's hilarious.
23.
I'm like,
yeah,
dang, you
right.
mad?
we're all 23.
Uh-huh. No.
Okay, so
Oh, take it over.
Joven's actually 47.
How do I deploy?
Parachute!
There it is.
Oh, you did it.
Hey, look, a parachute that deploys quickly. Thank you, Battlefield Hardline, not GTA 5.
Oh, controlling the point.
okay, so questions. Wait.
Whoa, hey,
I'm gonna be asking
what was that?
questions.
Wow.
Fun.
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 Okay, so I'm gonna be asking questions.
Yeah, don't fart though, 'cause I'll murder you.
Mari looks so excited. She's so adorable. Goozy does tweets Questions.
Oh, that's Mari's thing.
Yeah. Goozy Does Tweets asks, how am I going to record? All I have is a phone. And I'm assuming this has to do with how are you going to create YouTube content when all you have is a phone. First of all, phones are barely phones anymore. They're like recording devices for audio and video.
Yeah.
They're internet
You can live
browser
stream from
devices.
your phone.
You can live stream from your. You can upload videos directly from your phone.
I was
So
shooting my teammate.
depending on what kind of phone you have, if you record it with your phone, then plug it into your computer and cut stuff together that way, Bob's your uncle. Now, if you need to capture,
What if Bob's not my uncle?
well, then
Ow.
he might be your dad cousin.
Oh, okay.
So you gotta be
I
careful
have an
about
Uncle
that.
Bob, but I don't want anyone bringing that up ever.
You were revived for a second.
You can use your phone as a tool that, like, the way phones are now, especially with the iPhone, if you have a new iPhone, it's 1080 friggin' resolution, and you can shoot up to like 60 frames per second.
Yeah, and if you don't have the equipment to capture just yet, maybe start with some vlogs and talk about the things you want to make and get people excited about that. And then as soon as you have the money to get your capture equipment, and I'm sure we've gone over cheap options in some videos, then you start doing the gameplay stuff.
Cheap and free. And there you go. Like, it's, you
I
think
don't know
outside
what
the
I'm
box,
doing.
you got it.
All right, and so can I tell you the most common mistake when people start vlogging is they try to make their vlogs like everyone else's vlogs, and it comes off as like not genuine. So just what I would say to you if you're going to start vlogging and stuff is just be yourself, because people can tell when you're not yourself. That's my 2 cents.
And then improve as you go.
Yeah.
I want someone to take this helicopter.
You're just eliminating
Shelby_L15 asks, how long does it take for you guys to film and edit for Smosh Games channel?
We will, on average, film for about 40-45 minutes. Here we're going to there!
Okay, and then to answer the rest of the question, editing one video depends on the video, but for instance,
Like game time? Doesn't take that much.
Yeah, game time is probably.
Got him. Light him up.
You could probably cut a game time in about a half a day's worth. It's like 5 hours, would you say? 4 or 5 hours, something like that? And then something that's more extensive, like Game Bang or GTS, that would be more like a day and a half of time editing.
Possibly too. Like our Wes mainly cuts the Grand Theft Smosh episodes, and they take them about 2.5 days. There's just a lot of footage.
Well, like for the full process though, of like the first cut and then the editing notes and all that stuff.
Yeah.
So, yeah. So,
like it is always important. Like if you have another person that you can like show your first cut to get around the notes.
And this
accept
is-
any kind of criticism and
this is sort
roll
of
with
the show where we reveal trade secrets and stuff. Yeah. So
Yeah.
I would recommend shooting things in bulk. If you're shooting a series of videos, say you're doing a Let's Play on Bloodborne, that's hot right now. You wouldn't.
That's so hot right now.
That's so hot right now, Hansel. So, so what you would do is instead of just recording, 45 minutes and then stopping and editing and uploading, record for like 3 hours. Oh, sorry. And then slap a controller, and then make 3 episodes out of that, and then you got 3 days worth of stuff.
3 days or 3 weeks.
Yeah.
If you release one video a week, you have 3 weeks of content. And you can choose to switch up your content if you have different
And if you
phones.
really want it to seem like you're not doing that, just wear a different shirt.
Dallas Wicks asks, what laptop would you suggest to play games such as Five Nights at Freddy on? I
Well-
wouldn't recommend anyone who doesn't sponsor us, and
You
as far
say
as I know, we don't have a sponsor, so Google it.
So a
Wait, I
great
just- okay.
gaming
Murray.
laptop is
I thought you said Five
Razer.
Nights at Frenulum. And that's just
Razer
gross.
puts out some great laptops for
Yeah.
gaming, but here's the thing: it
Oh, wait,
doesn't
Revive.
It doesn't take a lot to play Five Nights. Any computer can probably play Five Nights. Plus, Five Nights is done. Let's find the next game. Let's find the next big game.
Joven just hates Five Nights.
It's not that.
This is a really interesting question, and this works for everybody. Next, Catmaster, hilarious, asks, are you happy you became popular? Are you happy you became popular?
Vote car.
Okay. Are we
And
having? Oh, there's
how much effort did you put in to get there, basically?
Well, that's an interesting question. I
That
don't
is
think
an
we
interesting question.
tried to be popular. Like, we obviously teamed up with Smosh, and they were very popular at the time. And because of that, we made some great friends, Mari here included. And I think if you were to ask us, we're not that popular. You like Markiplier, that guy's popular. We're
As a group, maybe.
As
we're
a group,
collectively
yeah.
popular.
Yeah.
But and what's really interesting about that, if you put it into perspective, we've been friends and working on camera for a long time.
Yeah.
Like
me
5
and Flitz,
years,
Yeah,
six-
me and Flitz go
five,
back to
6
2007,
years, like-
2008.
yeah. So that shows how much work we put in. Like we put in a lot of work.
Yeah,
And
Smosh
we're
Games is just
still
like the
not-
latest
yeah.
thing that we've always
That's
done.
yeah, and it's really interesting. We've had so many
Smosh Games
shows
is the
together.
successful thing that we've all done.
We had a few ups and downs in there.
But even with that, I've
Hacker.
been personally with Smosh Games at this point for like technically for like 2 years.
Can I
But
do
even
that?
before that, I was with Freddie Wong and Brandon on Node, and then before, so it shows how much work you have to put in
Yeah.
before you finally find that thing that clicks.
It's
not
very
going to happen.
It's
tomorrow.
very important. Like on the internet, 4 out of 5 things you do will fail. One of them will make up for the other things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you just have to go with it. Like put your all into what you're working on.
And I think when you're first starting out, it's easy to get discouraged because you're not finding that thing. But like, say I don't know, the newest game like Bloodborne. If that's like a game that I could see a channel focusing on and blowing up on, and then eventually turning into something else.
Yeah.
Because people are going to be looking like, how do you beat those bosses?
Yep.
So like, if you're the channel where it's like, man, he's the guy to go to for Bloodborne guides or something, like you just got to find your thing that launches you. So like you might get like 10 views, 20 views, 100 views, and then all of a sudden 100,000 views on one video, and then from that video people are finding you and stuff. So you just got to keep plugging away, and eventually you'll hit something good.
Yeah, I think it's hardest when you're not getting validated with the views that you think that you deserve, but I think it's
Yeah.
really important to continue and like
For-
push out those videos.
You know what?
Be on a schedule. And,
Perfect. Go ahead. Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
yeah, go for it.
Perfect example. Keith Leak Jr., one of the new Smosh kids, he was making amazing videos on his
Amazing
channel.
videos.
So good, and they weren't getting many views, and now he's working with Smosh and
Yep.
blowing up.
Yeah,
so.
I've told a lot of friends in the industry that are doing YouTube stuff, they say, hey, I'm launching this new channel, or I'm doing these new videos. What should my end goal be with this channel? And I always tell them the same thing. You work on a project that you love because you love it, and it's not going to get you any money, but you do it until you can get picked up somewhere else. Someone's like, oh, I saw your video. I like what you do. Come work here now. Like, that's kind of where the industry
Yeah.
has gone to.
I mean, I think you guys will attest to this too, but like nothing you do will be in vain. And
No, it's
that'll-
all exercise.
Yeah, I mean that'll be
Exercising,
from
yeah.
anything from like being in your theater group or having an internship for a couple months during the summer working on social media.
Yeah, if you're in
Nothing
high
will
school
be
right
in
now, if you're watching this and you're in high school, see if your high school has an improv group or
Yeah.
like comedy sports or something. Like,
Yeah.
join that. That is one of the most important things I've ever done in my life. was
Because
go to improv
it
classes.
teaches you how to conjure from
He was
straight off the
focusing
top
on
of your
that and not English, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
I should have
Through.
stayed in my English class a little bit longer.
He's like, I won't need words.
Nah, I can speak the words. I don't need to
I
read
can
the
speak
words.
them. I don't need to read them.
I doesn't do that.
And this is a common question, and it's a good follow-up to the last question, and I don't know who asked this. It doesn't really matter because it's a very broad question. It's, guys, could you tell me a way to get more views on my channel? You have to keep doing it.
I thought you were going,
You have to just keep going with it and
How do I
share.
launch?
Share and share and share. Find out your schedule. If you release one video a week, have
You're
that
a
day
sniper
where
now.
that's
How did
where
I do
that day you release your video. Share it on Reddit, on 4chan, on Twitter, on Facebook, whatever will get eyes in your direction. Even if you want to risk it, and you're like, I'm going to send this to Kotaku
And-
because Kotaku they may not, but they might. Like, especially if you know what's good, you know what can be put out there. So put it out there and then.
oh, get him again.
Got him again.
And
Nice.
Got him.
also
That was a great
would
snipe kill.
say, collaborate with people.
Yes.
Be good with networking. There's definitely a way to do it, like you don't want to be overbearing and you don't want to come across as too strong, but there's really, really amazing things you can do together. I mean, this right here.
Oh man, that was 2 for 1.
That's all it is.
Sorry.
Really.
I'm getting
I
excited.
mean, if you sum it up, yeah, we're just a big
Man, this is
collaborative
perfect.
Yeah.
Keep doing it.
I'm out.
of
No, you're
friends.
not out.
We're a group of friends. We're like,
just had to reload.
Hey, what can
Left,
we do
left,
now?
left, left. That's
And
your teammate.
That's what it became, and
move over to the right a little
A
bit
lot of the
physically?
times that's what it's going to be. It's going
Oh
to be
my
finding
gosh.
the right people. Those people will help find
Alright, there's no one there anymore. Shooting at a pillar.
That's what makes it fun, too. It's like
Yeah.
now you're in it together rather than just by yourself.
You know what's
also-
hilarious about you doing well right now is that it's not showing the gameplay at all.
What also
Poor Joven.
look up SEO, search engine optimization,
Which is something we're going to cover in Smosh U.
Yeah,
Right.
that's
We're going to
it's
cover in Smosh University, but it's going to be probably called like internet jargon or something because it's stuff like that. Search engine optimization is what you do. So it's the science of how you title your videos and then the tags that are in your videos that makes it, search engine optimization, the easiest to find.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
For example, like another thing is like Five Nights at Freddy's. That's a very popular thing, and that's what people are searching for in YouTube. But the other side of that is how many Five Nights at Freddy's videos are there?
Yeah.
Like if you do one Five Nights video, who knows if it's actually going to be seen by anyone because there's too many of them.
And then and if you want to take it to the business side of things, what is not being done with Five Nights at Freddy's?
Oh, headshot.
Everyone's doing the same thing, right? I'm scared. What is not being done? What Smosh does, it's a room full of people hanging out, playing this terrifying game, screaming together. No one, who else is doing that really? You figure out how to flip it so that it's original and outstanding, that people want to watch it because it's new and different. Think outside the box. That's the gist of it. Like, you see what you can do with it basically. Now, how the frick do you take it and turn it on its ear so that it's completely original and yours? And someone else might take it and they be like, oh, they did that and they turned it on its ear, and it becomes a process of remixing, and that's how innovation is born.
Yeah, you guys were talking about vlogging before. Like,
Yeah.
That's the same thing. It's done so much the same all across the board. Like, how are you gonna stand out? How would you do it different?
I had this idea a long time ago, and Joven told me I should do it. I never went through with it. Called awkward vlog. So like, the thing about vlogs is they're all very cut up, and it's like you're over here, now you're over here, now you're over here. I'm interesting all the time. You call it awkward vlog to basically show why people always cut up vlogs, because it's super awkward when nothing's cut out. So I wanted to upload these vlogs where I literally cut nothing out of it, and it was just like the most awkward thing ever.
You get like a lot of ums and ahs.
Yeah. It's just like, hey guys.
It's real-time Sohinki.
Yeah, he actually does these. You can see them on his Twitch streams.
Oh yeah, there you go. Twitch.tv/Sohinki.
Just him playing the video game.
Yeah, pretty much.
Actually, that'd be really funny because, like, if you have to redo the intro over and over, like, hey guys, hey guys,
Hey guys, hey, I'm here. Oh, I said hey twice.
and that's just the end of the video.
That's yeah. And it
Looking
cuts
at
out.
Awkward vlogs with Sohinki.
Looking at the chat, Blackstar the Sorcerer, which we're gonna actually look at one of his videos a little bit later.
Radar.
He said, hey, how do I build confidence so I can tell my friends in real life about my videos?
Improv classes.
Because bullying, bullying is a very common thing. And
Because it's so easy.
one thing I can say to Blackstar
Oh, that's
is
Blackstar? He's got some good rhymes.
Blackstar. No, Blackstar from the anime. Yeah, from Soul Eater.
Because he has that alphabet, what is it called? Alphabet soup or something like that?
Yes.
Yeah.
That's a really good song.
Oh, yeah.
It's really good song.
Anyway.
That's the subject.
If you have the whole thing with bullying and being shy, this is the thing about watching your video. You can't tell. You cannot tell that you're nervous or afraid. You speak well. You present yourself well. You present yourself with excitement. And that is what is important because you're having fun. That is the wind in your sail. Now, there's going to be people who will maybe try to take the wind out of your sail, but I mean, I said it last week. People who don't have their own parades usually try to rain on other people's parades. Just keep marching because they're not powerful enough to stop your parade unless you decide to focus attention on them. They don't matter. You're putting yourself out into the world. That's what YouTube is, right? It's the world. It's a mass amount of people. And now that you're a part of the Smosh Games Alliance, you don't have to tell all your friends in real life. That is one way that things have existed, but now we have the world mind where you can find an audience that is
Mother
for
brain.
you, people that are like you, people who enjoy the things you do. You enjoy Minecraft. You enjoy running through Minecraft and doing PvP Hunger Games stuff.
Two dudes over there.
Find people who love that as well. Just because you live in a place doesn't mean you have to stay in that place. You don't have to be a product of your environment, because we're in a place now where you can
want my
honestly
environment to be a product
customize
of
your
me.
environment around you.
So also, something you'd probably never guess: 98% of all the YouTubers that you love are awkward, socially awkward people who are
Us
introverted.
included.
Yeah, including us.
Us included.
Like on camera, we're all like, "Oh, man, what's up? Here we are, video games."
And then I stand in the corner at a party.
Yeah, like
So-
every YouTuber that you know is socially awkward
On and off
and
button.
just like you. They just have enough confidence when the camera's on that they can be an extrovert and pretend to have
Also-
a loud personality.
So like we said, we've been doing this for like 5 years now, and in those 5 years, I've had people write just some of the most horrible things about me I've ever read in my entire life.
But what are their names and have you met them?
Exactly. Well, that's a good point. The other good point is like the people that are making those comments on YouTube just shouldn't matter to you at all, because the real metric of success on YouTube is the views on your video. That's one, but not the only one. The like to dislike ratio. A good one is the amount of time people are watching your videos. So
Retention
like,
rate, yeah.
like even if there's those haters on your videos, you look, it's like, man, people made it 80% through the video, which would be like an astoundingly good retention rate. That's like, okay, I'm doing a good job regardless of these negative comments. Because the way I sort of equate it is the YouTube comment section is like Yelp. The only people that are going to post there are people that are really angry
Yeah.
and hated it, or
Yeah.
the people that really loved
Yeah.
it. The people that just watch the video and they're like, that's pretty good.
That's pretty good.
I like that.
And they
They're
watch
not
it, and then
gonna
they turn
comment.
it off. They don't usually like it or it's amazing watching, because I'm like so YouTube elite in my mind at a point. Like,
he's an elitist.
I watch people watch YouTube videos and I'm like, put it in HD. Why aren't you watching it full screen? Why are you watching it in a little box?
Yeah.
Why not the big box?
Watch it in the
Well,
big
you might
box
as
so I
well
can watch it from across the room.
It's so to put that into perspective of how different each person is from
That helicopter.
YouTube, and how a lot of people don't actually invest all of themselves.
me.
But people who feel like they're owed something, those are the ones that are like, this sucks. You're not good. Blah, blah, blah. And it's like, you just, thanks for that. That's why I like to comment like, oh, okay, well, it was just for me. Thanks for the view though. Bye. Like,
When I started doing stuff on YouTube, my biggest struggle was getting over my like super monotone voice, because like when I'm just normally talking, it's just like that. But like, I've had so many people just be like, "This guy is so boring. I can't stand watching this guy. So boring." And like I recognize that those are just haters, but I also like took it upon myself, like, you know what? I should be a little more exciting. Like, so take it with a grain of salt. Like, understand that they're saying that for a reason, but also they're just assholes. So.
And even with our videos, we'll look and be like, oh man, this video had 3,000 dislikes. There's some stuff that people didn't like. But then we're like, whoa, hold on. There's 25,000 likes.
yes.
Like the negative is just louder than the positive.
Yeah.
It's so much easier to focus on the negative stuff when there's so many people who actually have your back. Most likely.
And if I had to break it down scientifically as to why that's focused on, and this should really help you as an individual, because one of the things that we're striving to do with the Smosh Games Alliance is to get rid of the fear factor and get rid of the rage factor that exists.
Unless it's Joven rage.
Unless it's Joven,
Then
you
I
can
approve.
have it. But it's about focusing on the positive. The reason why we focus on the negative is because we're animals. I know people don't want to have to realize that, but we come from an animalistic mind. What does the animalistic mind do? You're in nature. It's what? Fight, flight, mate. That's the basics of it, right? There's nothing to fight, so you look for stuff wrong, and you find things that are wrong, and you can't do anything about them, so you complain about them.
Yeah, survival tactic.
That's what humans do. You want to fight, and if it's, you can't have sex with it, so.
Well, that's just Flitz's mind. That's
Yeah.
just where he goes.
We're just gonna go into the sex part of the video now. No, but ultimately we've evolved a mind to look out for the dangers or for what's wrong with situations. And usually it's coming down to art. There's nothing wrong. People are going to find the negatives where there are tons of positives. You, as an artist, you as a community of artists, as the Smosh Games Alliance, learn to focus on the positive and see the negative, and instead of harping on it, focusing on solutions and helping each other grow through solutions as opposed to pointing out the problems and be like, that's a problem, that's a problem.
Some of the best videos I've ever seen have had some of the most negative comments because people are just mean sometimes.
Well, and I also want to add that although negative comments are harsh, like sometimes there's a little bit of truth in it, and you have to kind of get over your own ego at that point and be like, hey, maybe this could have been said nicer, but maybe there's a little bit of truth to it. I know that when I started videos 5 years ago, you know, the first comments would be like, quit trying so hard. And I was.
What does that mean?
I was trying
I hate
hard.
that saying. So
I was trying
yeah.
hard.
Well, no,
It's true.
yeah.
It's true. I was trying really, really hard. to
YouTube
make it a
wants
good
genuine.
video.
Yeah.
And at that point, like, I relaxed. I was a little bit more honest. I took a breath, you know, between sentences, and it's like, you know, that's what people like.
But so the thing about it's a two-way door because you have to try very hard in order to
I try hard all the
You
time.
have to try really hard until you're doing. And the constructive criticism is there. You're trying too hard. It's like, okay, so I can reel it back because that's you trying to find yourself, trying to find your voice and your brand, trying to grow as an individual. Because really, how do you find out what is if you don't imitate?
But also,
usually
It's
you
just
trying to
kind
be.
of a mean way of saying, like, just be a little bit more.
Yeah, just relax. So that it's a different way.
because like everyone starting out when they don't know what to do really goes into that mode of like, what's up everyone? Today we're gonna be talking about this. Look how exciting I am.
That
but
sounds like me.
Hey,
That's the
look
show
at-
voice.
Look
Yeah.
at your excited voice, Sohinki. This is how you can get over your monotony.
But that's
Yeah,
funny
exactly.
because 5 years ago we were at Mahalo, so
it was just like, what's up,
Well,
guys?
no,
This is
no.
Sohinki.
But you had an impersonation that you did of me when I was doing Mahalo Video Games Today, because I had a news voice, and I realized it. I was like, I hate that voice.
Or were
And
you
I
just
changed
confusing
it.
that for my Andrea Renee voice?
It was it's probably because Andrea was on it, and then
Okay.
I took it over, and I'm like, she's newsy, so I should be newsy. That makes sense.
From the front to back.
Okay,
you
so
need
that was a good advices, guys.
Yeah.
Good advice, team.
I think we have good advice because we've been through a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
It's like everything that you see now in Smosh Games is like more or less really positive stuff. You know, of course, there's still the negatives, but
Why aren't these guys Ian and Anthony?
Yeah. We've
Why
been
aren't-
through much
This should
worse
just be
than that.
called games, okay?
Oh,
'Cause
you saw the
there's-
comment today too? Yeah.
Today.
It should just be called
Because
games.
there's nothing Smosh about it.
All right, I want to go through the next batch of videos. Next batch of SGA Alliance members videos. Because we're friends, and this is how we do. The first video comes from Worst Friends Play. They have a pretty cool intro if you haven't seen them, but also it's really fun. I came across the video before, and they're playing Super Smash Brothers, and they don't have video when they're playing games. But oh wait, no, which one is this? Oh yeah, no, it's the intro. So they have an amazing intro, and they're having amazing fun when they're playing games. You can hear them screaming at each other in the oh no's. I think I gave them like a little bit of feedback on Twitter. But
Are they better than us
they
in
have a-
Smash Bros?
I don't know. We
Do we
should
need-
fight them.
do we
should
need to
challenge.
fight?
Should we challenge them?
Yeah.
We're gonna challenge. We're gonna challenge the worst friends. It's great. One of the things that we do that I feel like they could totally adopt is there's different points where things happen and they could zoom in on it. Like that's. Other than that, they're having a lot of fun. Like zooming is really, especially in Smash
It's
Brothers, 'cause
super
it's so
effective.
chaotic.
When something to
That's
kind of like
funny.
comment on this particular channel, when people ask like what makes Smosh Games so successful, I don't say that we're a video game channel. I say that we're a group of friends that legitimately we sit down, we all play a video game together, and the video game is kind of a tool in the comedy. So, and it looks like that's what these guys are doing.
Yeah, that's what it is.
It's just a group of friends that sit down and have a good time.
And they're funny. Like there's a lot. You can you can tell they have a camaraderie as friends because of the different ways they interact and talk.
What do I
And
do?
this is really fun because you would think watching us, you'd be like, that person's not like that. in real life."
Yeah, like when you
We're
guys
all like this in real life at the same time. It's interesting.
Yeah, when you guys do comments like, "Oh, leave Joven alone," or "Why are these guys so mean?" Like, we aren't mean to each other. This is just how we talk, and this is what we are as friends. When we all go over to like my place to play video games, it's the same exact thing when the cameras are down. I'm yelling at Wes because his controller's not doing what it should do, and
he
Lazy
complains
Board and
about it.
Sohinki have some kind of feud going on.
That's
Everyone's always
feud.
feuding.
Well, not as like intensely.
No.
It's just, it's like brothers and sisters fighting.
Yeah.
Amped up reality.
We might yell at each other, and then 5 seconds later, it's like, "Hey, you want to go to the store and get magic cards?
Yeah,
All right, cool,
like
let's go."
nothing lasts.
Get in.
And this video is from Smosh Games. They're playing H1Z1. Whooshy.
How is that?
H1Z1, I haven't played it. It seems
Yeah, no, I've got an idea.
very interesting. Do you know what it is?
It's
What,
like
crash
the.
It's like a survival game, but once you're, it's almost like Hunger Games-ish.
Yeah,
Sorry,
it's interesting.
Yeah.
Is it DayZ? Because I haven't played it.
okay.
Well,
I've
it's
only
like,
seen
so
it.
I've watched people
driver.
play, so it's
Good driver.
basically like, it's like DayZ, but once you're dead, you're just like out, and then it's like, it goes down, it'll say like, you know, like 50 players remaining, 49 players remaining, like as people are dying. So you like explore the environment. Oh
And
wait,
this
we're on
video,
another video.
this
During
video is
this
from
video,
Blackstar the
it's my
Sorcerer,
very
who
first gaming
I
video.
mean,
I'm very excited.
it is great because he has a camera set up. This is his first video. He had the camera set up.
Right
He's
through
rocking
the PvP
Minecraft, Hunger
sound.
Games. He has a plan, and he follows through with his plan, and he has adventure. And he says it in the beginning of the video. He's like, "This is my first video. I'm freaking excited. So let's freaking have
excited.
fun." Blackstar, you like I said, man, you're doing well, especially for a first video. The fact that it shows that you understand what the heck you're doing because you had yourself in the corner. The framing was good. The lighting was spiffy. It was enough I could see you. And you played Hunger Games. You could have edited a little bit. Like that's usually
Back to that
like-
confidence question.
Yeah.
If you don't have confidence, just shroud yourself in darkness in the picture-in-picture. You know.
Yeah, just be a silhouette.
Yeah.
Modify your voice.
The silhouette gamer.
Hello, sorcerers.
Today we're going to be playing.
Oh, okay.
So
We're subbing out.
The replacements are here. We're subbing
the
out.
three of us actually have to
The
go.
Benchwarmers,
Oh,
like,
okay.
yeah,
We're gonna go film Five Nights at Freddy's 3 game bang for you guys, so be ready for that in the near future. And since we're leaving,
Spoiler alert.
we've got
Warp
the
Zone
Warp
is
Zone.
coming in.
Major spoiler.
The Warp Zone is coming in. While the transition takes place, I'm gonna do some shout-outs since a lot of people joined. Nitro Fusion Games, hello. The 3D 96 3D. I'm not saying your name. Dirt the Magic Dragon. That is a beautiful name. Minman0100. Hello. Batboy King 12. Hello. Sopa Bunny Business. I don't even. So Devin Merritt with 2 R's and 2 T's. Hello. Emma Nima says Davis in all caps.
Davis.
Davis. Selena Rossi. Blob Inc. I think that's the Blob Inc.'s name before. I like a lot all the familiar faces. Hello guys. Okay, so Warp Zone. Hello guys.
Flitz. Frequent collaborator Flitz.
Yes, I am the unofficial black guy of Warp Zone.
You are of everyone. You're everybody's.
I'm just the unofficial black guy of internet.
Official, unofficial.
Official, unofficial.
We should make that
like-
official though.
I
We
like
should
to be
give you a
called-
badge. We should give like something that's
Official Warp Zone color corrector.
I want to do like
Technical.
maybe like you know how like doesn't Jimmy Olsen at one point have like a watch that he could talk to Superman with? Like
He did.
give those
He
out
did, he
to
did,
all
and
of
it-
our like people that have been on videos, and then we can all just like
We're doing a
communicate.
sketch. We need this
Yeah.
and this. It's a casting
a black
watch.
guy.
The Warp Zone casting watch. I would rock the hell out of a Warp Zone casting watch.
Maybe we can do some kind of like the new Apple Watch. I don't know. I'm not a tech guy.
And that's how sketches
Make
come
it
together
an
with the
app
Warp
for the
Zone.
Apple Watch.
It's so for those of you who don't know who haven't seen the Legend of Zelda sketch, which that was the first sketch I did with you guys with the Warp
Over a
Zone.
million views.
Really? It has 1 million? Am I a millionaire?
You are.
Am I a YouTube
Yes.
millionaire now?
You are. And just in one place,
All of
not even collectively, like in that one place.
Yeah.
You can just point to that.
That started out as a joke.
Well,
That
all
was
of our videos started as
Well,
jokes.
no,
Oh, yeah, but this
that
started
one
as a
literally
joke
started
with
out
us
as a joke with you, me, and Schroeder
standing in the
Southern.
kitchen.
We were just making a
talking.
joke about it, and
Black Link.
then it became a thing.
And so, and that shows to you guys in the community. Like, honestly, it doesn't have. You don't have to overthink it. No. Just have fun with your friends and create a thing with your knowledge. That's spontaneity is fun.
Yeah, most of it comes from just like we're just making jokes, and we're like, yo,
That's really fun.
that actually could be like a sketch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
That's how it all starts. Like
With you, because it was like a little race related, we were like, is it okay?
Is it okay? I was like,
Like,
yeah, that's hilarious. What do you mean? Yes, that's freaking super funny. All right, so I'm gonna ask some questions
sure.
from we've been getting questions tweeted at us with the hashtag SGA Live, and they're random. Some are advice.
All right.
Some are like from people like say Ray Darling, who says, "What do you think about the movie with Batman and Superman?" With two question marks.
like
With
Batman
Batman
versus
and
Superman.
The new one coming out.
Or is there like a prequel like that's called With Batman and Superman? Is it just
with Batman and Superman.
it's like a romantic comedy.
That sounds adorable.
I like that would be. I'm sorry, that would excite. Like I would be down with that now. Too.
That
would be hilarious.
With Batman and
Or
Superman.
From Batman to
A lot of
Superman.
lip biting.
From Batman to Superman. Ew.
No, not like you know like that like in the old movies where like when they're like nervous. Like
And they look at each other like they're.
I'm thinking.
They live in the same
comedy
building. They live
tropes.
across the hall from each other. That's what I'm imagining.
It's different.
It's the Lois and Clark of Batman and Superman. It's the
Clark and Bruce.
Clark and Bruce.
Bruce and Clark.
Bruce and Clark.
Bruce and Clark.
Bruce and Clark. I don't know why. Why is he staying in an apartment? Or is Clark's apartment complex across the street from
Wayne
Wayne Manor?
Oh, and
Or
then, like
Wayne
they can,
Tower, Wayne
and
Tower.
they can see like through like
Yeah.
across the street, like they're looking at each other through the windows, and
You know what? I feel like Fox would make that.
you know what? Just scrap Batman vs Superman. Just start over. Let's just do this from the bottom, the ground up. Let's start
a
with
new DC shared universe where all of the heroes like kind of are into each other.
Yep.
Nitro Fusion Games asked, what editor do you use? And I want, what editor, I'm going to rephrase this. What did y'all start out with? And
Is
there's
it software or
software. What person do you use
Like,
to edit your novels?
Well, I mean, we do edit our own stuff, but we started with Final Cut Pro. Is that the one? Final Cut 7? I don't even remember.
Well,
We
Final
stopped
Cut.
using it. Well, that's what we started with, and now we use Adobe Premiere, and it has worked out wonderfully.
Now, do you use
Yeah.
Adobe Premiere because that's what they make us use here at the office? Or do you use Adobe Premiere because it's preferred?
A little bit of both, but I mean, Premiere is really like the standard everywhere. It's a very easy, it's an intuitive program to use, and like especially what we found out too is when we started including gameplay in with some of our videos, Premiere just took the footage way better than Final Cut ever did, and so that's made it way easier. I mean, it's also a good program. I think we would use it anyway.
And like unlike most of the other guys, I didn't have any like school training for how to edit, and so like you guys taught me on Premiere, and Premiere's like really easy. Not that I'm a master editor, but I can make a project, cut something together now, and the Final Cut just seemed like a confusing.
See, I use Premiere here, and I use Sony Vegas at home. But I've been using Sony Vegas since it first came out.
I've never even seen it being used. I've never
I
touched it.
I am a master of Sony Vegas. It's ridiculous.
That's something
That's
else
how
you
long
can
I've
add to
been
your
using
resume.
it. Huh?
It's just something else to add to your resume. You're the
Yeah, master of Sony Vegas.
I'm master of regular Vegas.
I don't like Vegas.
Nobody's
Well,
I'm not a Vegas
no one's like a real master, but I mean, like, I can drink and gamble.
They like to think they are. I know this question is from Emma Hart 10, and she asks, "Are you
When
going
did
to be
this
at
turn into
Comic Con?
excitement?
Smosh Games will be at Comic Con, but will Warp Zone be at Comic Con? Are you guys going to be at Comic Con?
We are going to be at Comic-Con.
What y'all doing? Are y'all going to cover anything?
Don't
we
know.
have an idea for like a. We're not gonna spoil it, but we have a fun idea for a video.
Do we?
Yeah.
Oh,
The thing.
we do.
Who knows? It
Who knows what
sounds
it's gonna
great in
be.
theory. It's one of those like things where we told ourselves it sounds great, and just we'll see. The final product will speak for itself.
yeah, it'll be great. I'm sure.
I like this question.
It requires a lot of things that we have no control over. I am just like, is anyone watching?
Are you just a badass right now?
I'm a cop too,
it's-
so like, it's what I'm doing is right?
Yeah, just stand in the corner with a shotgun.
Just like shooting people
Shoot
with
people.
like, rags over their mouths.
Don't move! And do you shoot immediately before giving them a chance to stop moving? You are really wrecking shop. This question is from Blobbing, and it's interesting. And I'm going to answer it before I let you guys off on it. And the question is, how hard do you guys work to make us happy? And that is, we are here 5 days a week, from early o'clock to late o'clock, depending on the day. But I know a lot of people, including you guys, go home and are still working on sketches and videos that need to be shot. So how hard do we, I wouldn't say hard because it's not so much about the difficulty of it as much as it is
Putting in
about
the time.
putting in the time and how tedious it can be at times. Which I don't think that could be weighed.
No.
It can be told things
Yeah.
are usually weighed by time.
Yeah.
But there is also an efficiency factor that is gained after you figure things out.
Right.
And it's not so much about difficulty as it is about tedious efficiency.
Right. No, I think you're absolutely right. Like, we put in a full work day. We come in, like we say, hey, we're coming into the office today. We work like from 10 to 6, between 6 or 7 is when we leave, and it's like we give ourselves things to do. Like we're writing stuff, or like we're producing for the video, or but there are a lot of cases like especially like there's shoot days. Shoot days are the long days.
Shoot days are the hardest.
Yeah.
And then to come into the office the next day and still do a full day of work,
Yeah.
and we still do that. And then sometimes we shoot on the weekends, and especially like the nights before videos go up, because we're working on so many different things all the time. We end up staying later, like on Tuesdays, the nights before videos go up, just like putting final touches on everything, like making sure the thumbnail looks good, and yeah, so we really do. Put in. It's just a lot of time. We put in work.
Well, and then also, like, even when you're not doing work, you're like stressing about work.
And what's y'all's upload schedule?
Every Wednesday.
once a week.
Oh,
we-
let's say
we
so
do
so
sketch.
so to put
Yeah.
that into perspective, like you guys are doing once, what you're doing, man. Like when we do, like when we're on set doing sketches, and y'all do like once a week, like that's an all-day thing, and that's
Yeah.
just a shoot day. Never mind the editing and the sound effects and the graphics if you have video
Yeah.
graphics you have to do for it. There's
Yeah.
a lot, and then on the Smosh Game side of things, we're doing 7 days a week, some days 2 videos, depending on what we're picking up and dropping and shuffling. So you can imagine how hard, like if that puts it into perspective with going off of how much work you guys are putting in to do the 1 video a week thing on
Yeah.
Wednesdays versus the 7 days a week. It's why it can hurt so much when people who create YouTube content, when they look at the comments and it's like, this sucks, and it's like, do you have any idea
How many hours I poured over
how
this?
many hours I've put into this, how much care and love and work I put into this piece of work for you to just view it and be like, oh, the cup is turned backwards, dislike, really?
I'm sorry. No,
I'm
I was
sorry.
I was producing the rest of the video. The cup just happened to be there.
I'm sorry I missed that small detail in the grand scheme of things. So
That's why we don't put cups in videos anymore. We just stopped doing it entirely. It's just
That's just a whole
it
extra
just
thing.
causes too many issues.
it's too much stress.
It's way too much.
It's way too much stress.
But not only that, like in order to keep everybody happy, we do make sure that a video goes up once a week, and especially for you guys, like there is something up for the viewers to watch every single day.
Yeah.
That takes a lot of
It's nonstop.
Time and effort.
It's a nonstop process. You think about now with SGA, and then with Smosh Games Alliance, and then Smosh Games, and on top of Smosh being Smosh, and then us still expanding. We're the universe, so we're just gonna Hubble's law. We're just gonna Hubble law the whole thing.
What is Hubble's law?
It's the universe keeps.
I know he has a telescope. I just wasn't sure
It's
what
Hubble's
his
law
was.
is well, it's constantly expanding.
Oh,
the universe.
As long as you look through telescopes
Yeah.
and you can see further away.
And like, yeah, and things that were further away look a little closer. Sorry, continue.
No, it's golden. And then the M incident. That sounds like
The M
a
incident.
rapper. It sounds like
Eminem's
Eminem's
incident.
court case. The M incident.
The M incident.
Asks, and this is it still feasible to have a gaming channel if you have a lot of time commitments? Yes. One of the things Sohinki said, which is a great piece of advice, especially if you have time commitments, record in bulk. If you have a gaming channel and you can literally, we do it here. Sometimes we have to record a lot of stuff in one day, and it's like, okay. Mari has like drawers. She has drawers of clothes, and then I should take a picture of under my desk because I just have stacks of shirts.
Oh, you just keep handing.
I just keep shirts on deck because sometimes. So you can do that. And you can cheat it. Like this is the show where we teach you how to work your way through, right, and cheat your way through. Record in bulk. You cheat your way through. I mean, it's a tricks of the trade. It's not cheating.
Yeah.
It's a trick of the trade.
Shirts on deck.
Shirts
trade.
on deck, and if you're shooting from home, which you more than likely are, you can literally take out a shirt and change your shirt. Just put on shirts over shirts until you pass out from a heat stroke. That would be a really funny video, and I feel like that would go viral. Don't do that.
It's also what everybody does.
I'm reading the live chat sometimes. Media BS Taylor. Only sometimes. Like I just got the privilege of seeing that guy call me the N-word. It's fun.
Oh.
It's not nerd.
It wasn't nice either.
How can I get better at editing videos? From Chris Blagden. Edit videos.
Do
Practice. It's literally just do it.
It's like with anything.
It's gonna be fun doing a Smosh U where we teach you how to edit because no one taught me how to edit. I finally got a computer one day, and I was like, I want to learn how to edit. So I Googled, and this is back when Google was like, Google. I Googled.
Before it was.
Like when Yahoo was still.
Yahoo was still around.
Like when Skynet made mobile games?
I think Lycos was still finding. I Googled best editing programs, and I played with a bunch of different editing programs until I found one that made sense to me, which was Sony Vegas. And I never stopped using Sony Vegas. And I did anime music videos, and I just started taking footages. And this is a thing you can do, especially if you don't know what you want to do on your channel and you maybe have a video editor. You can take royalty-free music, which exists on the back end of YouTube, or you can just take something, sound, your voice, and you can take video game cinematics and cut them together and create a story out of that and add your voice over it. And then all of a sudden you have an out-of-context show with your voiceover. You can play with your tools. That's the best way to learn how to use them because that's also how you find yourself in using those tools. How do you get better at editing videos, Chris? Edit videos. It ain't nothing to it but to do it. You don't have to go to college to learn how to edit videos unless you want to learn the super technical stuff.
And
but
what's
gonna be teaching
what's
you.
like beautiful about YouTube is it's like this. It's now so popular. It's like this self-sustaining. Like you want to learn how to make a YouTube channel better? Go on YouTube and look for videos on how to edit.
Yeah, basically. And that's basically why we exist because everyone has tutorials, but we're showing you how we do it and other ways you can do it so that you can be super high friggin' grade awesome.
Yeah.
High grade awesome.
High grade awesome.
Weapons grade editor.
Grade awesome.
Weapons
grade YouTuber. I like that. Yeah, sharp.
Guy just shot me.
You got killed by the mafia.
No,
Or just 800 of them.
I think that's actually like they're the good guys. I think I'm the bad guy.
I think that's one's name too.
Man, there's a lot of questions about like sound and mics and stuff. We're gonna cover a good amount of this stuff in Smosh University. I can't honestly tell you off the top of my head what's the best thing for X and Y, because it's a constantly evolving thing, technology, and I honestly, things are popping up. There's a browser for just black people. Did you? There's an internet browser for just black people. I should have posted that on.
What does that?
February.
What does that even mean?
It's called, I don't know. It doesn't make sense. It's called like Black Falcon or something, and it's like the browser for Nubian princes and princess. I don't. It's like it's weird. I don't know. I don't know.
Am I allowed to try it? Like, you just
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, I think your credit score might drop. This question comes from Danielle Polzini. Danielle Polzini says, "You guys give good advice to new YouTubers. I'll definitely take your advice into consideration. I love you guys so much." And there's a heart there. So.
Oh, that's nice.
So, with Danielle liking advice, what
God.
advice would you give to Danielle?
Oh god.
I fell out a window and
Oh!
It was. I did kind of look.
What advice would you give to Danielle? He just farts.
eat a lot of fiber.
How do you make a YouTube video?
Wait, I forgot the advice.
No,
on
sorry.
what?
I got really tense with when you were falling out of the window because it felt very real, and
I totally did not mean to, but yeah.
That was-
What were we giving her advice on?
Oh, just in general. Oh, it was just
advice in general.
General advice.
Stay in school, eat your vegetables.
Stay in drugs.
Be nice to
school,
others.
Don't do milk.
Look both ways.
Not before you cross the street. Just keep looking both ways.
Look both ways. Like sexually too. Look both ways.
Yeah.
This one comes from Sayrod Dragneil. Are you from Fairy Tale? Are you one of the Fairy Tale fairies? My appearance isn't as good as other YouTubers, but I'm still flipping funny anyways. How can I be myself instead of trying to be someone else? Be yourself. If you're worried about your looks, you don't have to be on camera.
Yeah, look at
There-
this. Look at me.
You're so.
I'm somehow
But see-
made something of myself.
But you figured it out because you're like, I can grow a beard, and I have a luxurious mane. I can flirt with anything.
Anything, and he does.
I know.
Anything.
Anything. Not one.
He
Anything.
He keeps it to things that are alive. Usually.
Usually.
That's when he usually works.
You're just staring in the corner, changing your gun.
I'm trying to figure out how to get to, like, I only play it on the PC, so I want to, there we go.
You don't have to be on camera if you don't want to be. If you're worried about your looks, don't be on camera.
Look
And
at
be
the-
funny. The thing about that is, if you can do gameplay videos and you're funny, you don't have to be on camera, and people will start to focus on your voice. I feel like, honestly, I'm going to use a friend as an example. Toby is funny. Toby Turner is a really funny guy. If people weren't so obsessed with how handsome he is, he could take himself out of the corner of the video, and it would still be hilarious videos. Because he's funny. His brain is fast. If you know you're funny, do the damn thing. Be funny. Don't be on camera if you are uncomfortable with being judged by the way you look. And be hilarious. Until you're ready. Until you, like, get corrective surgery on the things you want to change.
Yeah.
That's your choice. I'm not judging
Or you just kind of
I'm
get
not
older and
saying
you
do it.
realize it doesn't matter what the people are going to say.
And that's another thing. I feel like the perception of beauty is being better understood as opposed to what the media is being pushed on everybody. People are like, I'm beautiful too, so lick my chesticles.
That's a real disorder. It's like it hasn't descended, like ascended.
Ascending testicles. Great band name, by the way.
Yeah.
There's some questions I can't really ask because LaserCon and those guys left.
Oh.
We can ask as if we were them.
Yeah. Who do you want to be?
Oh, this is. I mean, so I feel like it's funny. Davis is Mari. This question. I'm currently being homeschooled, so I can't really promote my videos at school. How do I successfully promote my videos?
I don't know how. I'm just like I've never thought about promoting videos at school. It just seems like a smaller market.
Also, I think that our time was before
Well,
that was
that's
even a
what
possibility.
that's really I'm curious.
Is that normal?
How
Is that a
did
normal
you
thing?
guys start out promoting your videos?
We collaborated with people, and we got Facebook and Twitter accounts, and you really have to do that a lot. That's something that we found out that you have to.
That's what we
kinda-
always say.
Yeah.
We say that as well. Big social push. Put your stuff out there.
And it's a pain, but like it.
You have to.
You have
I mean,
to.
it's the slow process idea. Like,
Yeah.
the fact that some of us. When did Warp Zone start?
2010.
So 5 years.
Yeah.
5 years. Like, that's
Oh boy.
freaks out.
This has been my life.
So it took you 5 years of not like you were online. You're like, hey, we're here, warp zone. Da-da-da-da. It was 5 years of creating content and exercising and figuring things out and pushing your content out. And before you knew it, I mean, it probably was before you knew it. It was one day you looked up, you're like, oh, we're doing, not like we're trying so hard. It's like we're doing it, and then you just keep doing it and improve it.
You just have we just keep doing it. Like, there was a lot of trial and error. There was a lot of we do things so differently now than we used to. It's just night and day.
Looking back on your
small
old
videos.
stuff too, you're just like, oh, some of it's like sometimes hard to watch your old self, but
I watched because you had the Virtual Boy out yesterday. I watched our Virtual Boy sketch.
why would you go all the way back then?
Well, nostalgia. I don't know. And we looked so young and full of purpose.
Hadn't been beaten down by the realities of the world.
I have to refresh this page to get the video.
Yeah, that's what's like, I don't know. That's what is like really good about YouTube, is that it's like a iterative place and people are like forgiving, so it's a place where you can like stumble until you learn to like walk.
Well, you have to. No, there's a quote. Oh no. It's about making mistakes. No one who's never made a mistake has ever truly lived. Or no one who's never made a mistake has ever tried anything. Something along those lines. Both of them make sense.
Yeah.
You have to make mistakes. You have to fall in order to learn to walk and get your ass up and stop being a punk and try again. You know, freaking
Can
punk.
you record that on my phone and then I can just play that every morning when I
Yeah,
wake
it's
up?
your ringtone. Dude, get your ass up. Try again.
When you look in the mirror, and you like mad dog yourself.
Get your ass up.
Oh, don't do it.
There's the Xbox One commercial that had like Sylvester Stallone like narrating it, where it's like, it's not about how hard you hit, it's about how hard you can get hit and keep going.
Get hit and get back up.
That's how Wooden's done. I'm like, I want to hear that that's the one I want to hear every morning. It's just like Sylvester Stallone yelling at me.
Okay, so we're gonna watch a few more videos, but before we do that, want to remind you that today is the last day for you to upload videos for the SGA challenge. And if you've uploaded a video playing a game of your choice on your channel, we are searching for them to watch them so that we can find our winning challenger or whatever. Anyway, go to SmoshGamesAlliance.com if you are not already a member of the Smosh Games Alliance and you have nothing else to do and you want to create awesome content and you're not partnered by anybody because we love you and we are helpful.
Oh.
We will be announcing the next challenge as well as the victor of the previous challenge on the 1st of every month when some of you will be getting your government checks. So that's exciting news. A lot of excitement on the 1st of the month.
We have a lot of government employees that are viewers.
all the government employees.
A weirdly large demo of government workers.
Of 18 and under government employees getting government checks.
Can you be 18 and under and be a government employee?
No, can you? I think you have to graduate college.
This is maybe the coolest. I'm sorry, just jumping off of buildings is like the most fun.
It's terrifying.
Oh, God.
Oh!
Second.
A villain.
Nice. Okay, so we're gonna watch the next set of videos from our Alliance members. The last set. We're gonna try to do this as often as possible, so that we can feature you guys because we love you guys and you're doing good jobs. I'd pat you all on the back as long as they weren't sweaty. So let's. The first video is from Jimmy Geo, and he's playing. It's kind of funny because he's playing DayZ with his friends, and then it comes to a fear point. Where it shows how things can go awry when one person's just trying to have fun, and some people just don't agree with the fun because they're afraid they're going to drop all their stuff.
You can easily kill one of us like
It's interesting how DayZ works.
Yep.
How
what are you
fear
doing?
works because this kid, he's like, swing an axe,
I'm looking
and no
away.
one's near, and they're like, stop swinging an axe, you're gonna kill us. You could have killed us, and he's like, I'm gonna shoot you if you don't stop swinging
break
your
your
axe,
goddamn
and then he
leg.
shoots him. He's not. She.
I do love that he like was like, dude,
seriously,
like,
don't.
I'm giving you an out. Stop
But
swinging.
the thing is, he's just swinging it. He's not near anybody. It's just really funny, and he killed him. So it's like it's like, what are you, a cop? Okay, so the next one is from Giga Rambros, and they're playing Mario Party 2, and they're just having fun. It's another video of how simple it is where if you just load up a game with your friends and have fun, you have the video. Nobody has to be on camera, but if you can figure out how to be on camera. Justin Pinstar, Sohinki, and Joven went to record a game.
Oh,
I know, that's how I feel sometimes.
I almost parachuted under a helicopter and killed it with a
That was
grenade.
almost awesome.
Mario Party is a good game to lose friends. And then the next clip is a Titanfall clip, and it comes from Mario Party. But the next clip is Titanfall, and it comes from Selfie Caneus, which is it's a girl. I think it's a girl. It's a girl or it's somebody catfishing, either or.
Wait,
Because they're
Sophie
not
or
on
selfie?
Selfie. Like it's SLPHIE
Okay.
Caneus. I'm not gonna say her last name.
Selfie Caneus.
Yeah. So
That could be a person's name.
that is her name.
Like
I
actually,
assume that's her name.
like, but not.
Because that's the one who killed him last
She's not referring to like the like
The
selfie,
selfie?
taking a selfie, or is her name selfie with PH, or is she just doing?
That's the future of names. We're just gonna start naming our children after memes.
Selfie.
Come here, Selfie. Come here, table flip. Megusta, what you doing? Oh, no, you can't suck my toe. I need a hug and a butt. I almost said that. I almost said it out loud. A butt fornicating. Destroyer of Gaming on the couch right now is the Warp Zone. If you get it now. They do sketches and they're nerds. They're a group of fun.
Except for
Fun
that
nerds.
one time.
This clip is this is a clip from Selfie Caneus, and I think it's an amazing save, and I hope Selfie figures out a way that it can. I don't know if it's a girl or a guy. I don't trust the internet.
I think we should just stick with she and just like.
Save! Falling and ejected. Oh, that's so amazing. That's so victorious. I love that.
falling.
I really like that clip. That's a great highlight clip. So good job, Selfie. You human. You.
It's just a dog.
It's just
uploading videos.
a dog. That's the commentary. Dogs realize they can be as popular as cats on YouTube if they just upload video game videos.
The dog Let's Play channel. Let's go for a walk through.
I would watch that so sadly. Puppies
That would
trying
be
to play
awesome.
video games.
Hey boy, you wanna go for a walk? You go for a walk? No, we're gonna play video games.
Okay, so we have 10 minutes left. So we're going to answer a few more questions before we go.
Did you watch me once again try to
Huh?
parachute on a hill? I'm going to stop trying to
I missed it.
parachute.
You should though. It looks cool.
This comes from Tiger Lily 1992. I'm guessing 1992 is the year Tiger
Nope,
Lily was born.
I'm going to try it again.
Or maybe,
Well, Tiger Lily is fictional.
well, this
Oh,
is
I
the
mean-
real Tiger Lily. Davis, how do you keep your hair so shiny and fresh? LOL.
I hope that's how she sounds in real life.
Davis, how do you keep your hair so shiny?
Shampoo, conditioner, blow dryer, brush.
What brands are you using? What product?
I just got it. Okay. Pantene, I think.
Pantene.
Pantene.
I kind of just like whatever it is. I try to get the same brand like for both shampoo and conditioner, but I'll switch brands, but I just try to make sure that I have the same brand for both when I'm doing that. If that makes any sense.
Are you afraid to mix brands?
Are you
don't know.
afraid? You
It
never...
could be from the old Diablo 2 days where like set bonuses. Like if I have both, I get like plus 10 vitality in my hair.
Plus 10 charisma if you give.
There's, I don't know. I'm hoping that their like noxious chemicals somehow work better together than two different brands.
Maisie Hume wants to know where did the Warp Zone come up with their name? I mean, what made the Warp Zone?
We were sitting. Was it my old apartment where we came up with? We were talking about
yes,
games.
yes, it was. In
It came.
Santa
It was
Clara,
either
California.
between the Green Hill Zone or the Warp Zone, and I think we just went with the
Green
Warp
Hill
Zone.
Zone.
Green Hill.
What
Zone.
would life have been like if we were the Green Hill Zone?
It would have just been like a whole. We'd have to go like mostly Sega-based thing. Like it would have
And
been.
then- and then
it
you-
would have been a whole different feel.
You just sit around waiting for and hoping Nintendo buys Sega.
It's all like it's all like Dreamcast sketches, like all.
Sonic's not as popular in the future as we thought he would be. Is there a game that you guys are excited to come out this year? What are you most excited to come out this year? That's from Fran Talala.
Well, I mean, what is coming out this year now? Arkham Knight just got like pushed
Pushed
again.
back 3 weeks. Witcher's coming out.
Uncharted
May.
got pushed out of this year. Today Zelda got pushed. What?
Can't get it right. We can't. I don't know.
Splatoon, actually.
Splatoon.
Oh, now
that
we can
looks
talk
like
about
fun.
it.
I can't
So
be
he,
excited about Splatoon.
that
I
looks like a lot of
it's
fun.
pretty. It looks fun, but I'm not excited about it.
if you play, you
Mortal
get,
Kombat X.
oh,
That's the next
actually,
thing.
yeah, that's coming out. What in like
Next month.
3 weeks?
Yeah, soon.
We got really into. If you guys want to go check out our Fatality music video,
Oh, yeah.
we got really into the last Mortal Kombat game, like as a group, and so I think hopefully this one will be.
This one looks
Violence.
outrageous.
Oh my god! It's like
I was watching some trailers today, and then there's the part where
The Liu Kang trailer? No. Oh, did you see the Liu Kang trailer yet?
I don't know, the Shaolin one was the one I was watching.
Yeah, that's
today.
the one.
Is that the one?
Yeah, but not everybody's seen it because we
Crap.
mentioned earlier. We don't want to
Okay.
spoil Liu Kang's fatality.
what are you gonna spoil? Fatalities?
It's worth seeing, man.
That's
It's so intense.
and then you're gonna need to go on like a walk,
yeah, maybe
walk
a,
about,
Think about.
think about stuff.
maybe a fetal position cry, a quick fetal position cry.
It's just it's getting so brutal. These things are
It's
they've outdone themselves.
Media B Us Taylor. That's an interesting name. This is an interesting question.
Fuck that.
And then we'll ask this one before we do the rap question. Where the question rhymes just in time with a beat. And,
I would love it if you just rapped your
started
answers.
spitting hot
That'd be-
fire.
That'd be great.
How much time should you spend on vids? I'm such a perfectionist. I struggle with being happy with vid results.
Oh man,
Yeah.
there's not like a set time. There's no like just until it feels right.
Set,
Well,
if you're
for
gonna
for
have-
us, we know the video is coming out on Wednesday, and so like between when we shoot it and when we have it scheduled to upload, because like a lot of the time it'll like relate to something that's coming out. We want to hit like a thing that's being released. So we have a very specific deadline, and so we work on it until the night before and try not to go too deep into the details. But we do from time to time.
Yeah, I would say, I'm not, there's no such thing as perfect. It's your perception of what perfect is. Do not assume that the people watching the video will see the flaws you pick out. It's the same with yourself. I know a ton of people, they're like, yeah, I hate my lazy eye. And I'm like, I never noticed it, but now I can't stop looking at it. Like, I have, like, it wasn't until, what's the name of the show that comes on after Daily Show? And I can't remember it.
Nightly show.
Huh?
It's the nightly show.
No. Shut up.
No, what is now?
No, but the name of the guy.
Larry Wilmore.
No. Oh, no, the other one, the funny one.
At midnight?
No. It used to come on
Colbert.
after. Colbert, okay, yes, thank you.
Wow.
Stephen Colbert, geez.
That was hard to get
So
to.
it was.
But it was a really I could have answered that.
There was a thing, there was an episode where Stephen Colbert,
hell yeah.
I've watched Stephen Colbert over and over again. And in one of his episodes of the Colbert Report, he mentioned Heinz Schmidt's I'm so gay because I'm a happy human and penises. He mentioned that one of his ears sticks out farther and different than the other. And I had never noticed it until he pointed it out. And then once you get a straightforward view of him, you notice one of his ears is out just a little more. It's more elven,
That's
so to
weird.
speak. So,
Which you would like because he's a big Tolkien.
so
Yeah.
my advice to you, Taylor, would be don't focus on the negatives. I mentioned it earlier, how it's an illusion. I mean, not an illusion. The negatives are a thing we focus on as animals. We look for the dangers, the predators, the things that are wrong. But we exist in a freaking utopia where we don't have predators, so we don't have the distraction of actual predators. So we look for things that are wrong with ourselves and with what we create or with others. You don't have to. We exist in a utopia. Do what you love, be an artist, not a perfectionist, and release it when you're ready to release it. But understand that it does not have to be perfect, because the next thing you do will be better because you observed the negatives of the previous project.
That's perfect.
And then release it. Yeah, release it. It's your form of expression. Okay, so we're going to sign out, and I like to do this before we sign out. What pieces of advice would you give to the Smosh Games Alliance community? If you had to leave them with one piece of advice, what would it be?
That's a really big question.
One piece of advice. What gets you through? What will help them get through?
Stay hydrated.
That's fair.
It's important.
Yeah, drink a lot of water.
Drink a lot of water.
I don't know, like, keep at it. It's a long, I've been making, like, stupid videos since high school, and it takes a long time to get anywhere. Nothing is going to happen fast. And if you don't expect, like, fast results, just, I don't know, keep doing it. Do it because you love it, and I don't know.
Yeah.
Hug a lot of people.
Hugs do.
I think there's science
they do
that
build
hugs,
trust.
like, make
there's
you-
a relaxing science to hugs. Yes. Hugs for 20 seconds build trust, and they lower your blood pressure. So
do that.
I hug my friends. I love my friends. So with that being said, hug your friends. Things take time. Thank you for watching Smosh Games Alliance community. Justin Pinstar, or Jeff, or however you say it. Lizards, hello. Lizards is in the chat. Beauty, LL, Mandy, Emil, Svensson, Madison, Vic Step, Halo Man 2251, Kerry Mitchell, Ethan Teneo, Robin Simmons, Green Bay 116, Marco Hidalgo, Batboy King 12, Super Bunny Business. Always, it's just a great name. That's a great name. Harley is hella. That's a great name too. Oh, David's in there. Smosh Games is in the room. Jacket Luong. 1234 GTMZ. I can't get to all the names. There are a lot of you in the chat, but thank you for watching. I hope this SGA Live Friday helped you. And thank you, Warp Zone, for coming in.
Thank you for having us.
And owning, even though they didn't get to see all your ownage.
Oh, I don't know if I owned anything.
You did. You were standing in the corner, Campbell, with a shotgun, owning.
That was one time.
Thank you. Thank you. Check out the Warp Zone on YouTube. The Warp Zone.
It's like, yeah, it's that simple.
That's it.
And you know, do the damn thing.
Live free or die hard.
Work with what you got to get what you want. Kudos. Thanks for watching us be live, guys. If you have not seen it yet, Smosh University 101 covers capturing, so you're going to want to figure that out.
That lesson was great.
If this doesn't work out, and I haven't been done, you could be like
and join us. I probably could. I feel like I could. I feel like I could be a